It is the one, the only Dark Side Phil.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having my back there, because like I didn't think those guys would do that shit. Like that's why I went to get a drink with like and left him on the mic.
No, I subscribe to you, and I randomly every once in a while I'll click on your stream if I see it live. And tonight I saw Arc Raider. I was like, "What the hell? He's playing Arc Raiders? Like he never plays Arc Raiders." So I clicked on it to see what you were doing, and immediately these guys are like talking detractor memes to you. I don't know if you realized that
I
or
don't. I
not. Did
don't.
you even know what they were saying?
I did not. Is that otter shit? What is that?
No, so I know they were talking about like otter shit. I have no idea what that is, but they were doing that countdown stuff like a 13 or 14, 13, 12, whatever the fuck that is, like a countdown stuff. And the second they did that, I was like, that's a detractor meme that this guy
Yeah.
gets hit with all the time. And then I'm listening to what they're saying, and they're talking about otters. I'm like, this is not legit stuff. They're trying to bombard his stream with something that's going to get attention. And of course, they're not playing legit, dude. They're just messing with you. You know, this is.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, but
I didn't doubt. I don't have enough time in the game. I got like 6 hours in the game. Like I said, I don't know I know how to do the buttons and the rolls and everything, but like I could give a shit less about like what the kit looks like and things like that. But like we were winning our gunfight, so I was like, okay, I guess they're playing good enough, right?
yeah, to my knowledge, there's nothing in the game about otters at all. I've been playing it. Well, I played it over 20, 30 hours, like 2 months, and I don't even know what the hell they were talking about. Like they were guiding you through it at a basic level, but I don't know what the hell was going on there. And I just had that really big suspect moment where they start doing the countdowns. I'm like, oh no. Like I have a feeling this is not going to go well.
I didn't catch that when they did it. Like I guess I was too busy.
Yeah, and you will be because you don't know what's going on. You know, you're in a world you're not used to, a gaming world that you're not adjusted to.
And
So
I was also
I'm not
trying to be I
surprised.
was also trying to be funny while playing.
Right. So dude, how you doing, man? I mean, honest question. Like how are you doing? Because I only see you from like a weird perspective of I don't watch your content all the time. And I interviewed you a couple months ago or a few months ago now. I hope you're doing well. Or like genuinely I mean that. Like
I've gave up soda at this point, and I'm kind of down because like I've not seen the numbers on the scale to reflect me giving up soda. And like every time I talk about it in the chat, it sucks because everybody becomes a nutritionist and everybody tells you how to do something the best way to do it. You probably deal with the same thing in your chat, and that sucks because like I want to use the chat as like a dear diary, whereas like I just want you guys to listen and let me be I need y'all guys to be a therapist. I don't need nutritionists right now, and that sucks because that never works. That just makes me look like an asshole most of the times.
Dude, I'm going to give you credit at least for trying to quit soda. If you have actually legitimately done that,
I've legitimately quit. Like I've got Crystal Light in my hand right now. Like that's what I went to get. It's like Mio. It's like it just flavors water.
yeah, oh, I know. I've had Crystal Light before. I used to drink the one that had the caffeine boost too. So I was having it as like a double supplement to replace sugar and energy drinks as well, or
Mm-hmm.
like soda. But good for you. That's the first step. That's the sugar, the sugar supply to your body that you definitely do not need. And you can, obviously, within a month you're losing weight just because you switched what you're drinking on a daily basis.
Well,
So
well,
good for you on
I
that.
was down 8 pounds, but like I don't know. I don't know. Like
No, I know, dude. I
it
know.
fluctuates on the scale. Like the problem is like when you're as big as I am, there could be like, and I don't want to sit there and make excuses, but like my what's that shit called? That diabetics have to. My insulin levels could be up, which I'm not a diabetic, by the way. I'm not a diabetic at all. But my insulin levels could be up, and just because my insulin levels up means I won't lose weight.
Yeah, you're gonna make initial changes. You're gonna see success right away, and then it's gonna stop, and then it's gonna go again, then it's gonna stop. I get it. In my opinion, the first thing you're doing is the right thing. But you know as well as I do, there's so much more that has to happen after the initial drink stoppage. And the
Yeah.
thing is, for you, you're under so much stress all the time. And I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I see what your detractors say about you. And
Well, it's not even that. It's not even
you're
that. There's that thing that I talked about with you privately that's stressful.
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, we're all through this. Like anyone on the internet who is a public face constantly has so much going on that people don't understand. And
You
it's
don't
so
ever
much
feel
stress.
you don't ever feel like I've always put it like this way. Like if I was to like let's say our job was a regular job. Say we're doing like Excel spreadsheets, right? And to put it apples to apples, like every time I'd go to click on an Excel spreadsheet box, someone would take my mouse and move it 5 feet to the right. That's what it feels like to do this job with the level of like scrutiny that me and you both get. There's a lot of people. We're not by ourselves in this, but it feels like there's always somebody trying to move the goalpost 5 feet every time you go somewhere, so you never can get ahead because of that.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter when you get to the level that we're both at, where you have so many people who are micromanaging every single thing you do, they're analyzing every single thing you say and how you do it, every mannerism that you move on camera, right? It doesn't matter if you improve, if you actually do or not. To them, it's just another thing for them to cover. It's just another thing for them to make content out of. If you're doing bad or good, and that's the thing, you could do bad, you could do good. They don't care. All they want to do is get another video, another little clip, another sound bite, another thing to post on Reddit, another thing to post on X that they can make money off of. And you get to the point where it doesn't matter anymore because you know that no matter what you do or say, they're going to say you did the wrong thing. So for me anyway, at the point I am in my, and I say career and everyone laughs at me, ho, 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 a
No,
career,
we've
right?
been doing
Yeah,
this
it's a
shit almost 20
career.
years. Like that's a career.
Right.
It's one
But to
thing if you're
them,
just
it's like,
starting out calling it a career, but like nah, dog. Like my face has got gray hairs from this shit.
well, they laugh at us, right? And they say, oh, what you do is so easy. It's like, yeah, you try sitting in front of a public audience for 20 years. Well, for me, it's like around 18 years. You're around 19 years actually at this point, and say that you can survive it and you can still be pertinent and have people who watch you every day who even give a shit. So many people have faded into the background, right? But for us, we've been doing it so long, and no matter what we do, people will be out there saying we're doing the wrong thing. It doesn't even matter. I've made this point. It doesn't matter if like we cured cancer, if we fought off an alien invasion, if we stopped a dimensional rift that was going to end Earth. It doesn't matter. They'll be like, oh well, you farted when you did it. Oh well, yeah, I did, but I kind of did the right thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. You farted. So now we make a video on it. you know.
Yeah.
So so that's the thing. It doesn't matter what we say or do. These people will always make a buck saying we did the wrong thing. So who cares? I don't care anymore. I really don't. All I care about is entertaining my own audience. The people who are there every day,
See,
who
like
like who I am,
it's like
who
you're
like what I
there.
do.
I'm just burned out. Like
Oh, I hear you.
I'm just burned out.
Oh,
It's
I
like
know that, dude. Dude, you're playing Arc Raiders tonight. I'm like, what is this guy doing? I
well, it's
know he hates
people
this game.
because people are like, oh, you got to do new stuff. You got to do new stuff, and like yeah, like what I like playing hasn't led to a lot of success, right? So like it's like all right, you want me to play Arc Raiders? Arc Raiders is the biggest game because I was making the point like Burnt Peanut doesn't do much more than I can do, right? Like he just makes fun of people while playing Arc Raiders. I do the same thing on Red Sec, and I was trying to prove a point. Like I could get on Arc Raiders and be just as entertaining as Burnt Peanut. And I think people are having like a bias against me because of that fact.
Right. I'm going to say something up front. You need to stop comparing yourself to people who are like ridiculously overblown successful, because that is your biggest problem. You look at guys like Burnt Peanut, or you reference other people who are streaming Battlefield and they're blowing up. Dude, you're not like them, and I'm not either. You understand? We're at a different level because of what's happened to us, because of the level of scrutiny, the level of harassment we've gotten, and we're lolcows. Not that we
Mm-hmm.
want to be, but we are. You cannot look at guys like them and be like, "Oh, well, they're better than, I could do what they do." It won't work. You could literally do exactly what Burnt Peanut or someone else does. No one will care. Okay? What we have to do is we have to find a way to appeal to an audience that actually cares about guys of our stature. And I think it's taken a long time, right? Really, I've made tons of mistakes over the years, but I think I have done that. I've found an audience that likes who I am, what I do at the level that I do it, and I'm happy. And it took a long time for me to say that. Like, that's actually hard for me to say that. I'm happy because I'm not big, I'm not rich, but I'm happy doing what I do every day. And a lot of people don't believe me when I say that. Maybe you don't even believe me when I say that. But I actually
I think it.
genuinely am happy with the content I
Yeah,
put
but
out.
I can't settle for that though. It's not.
So,
It's
all
not.
right.
It's
So,
not. It's not even about getting rich. Like I got a wife that had thyroid cancer, and it could come back any day. So like, I have to save for the future. Like, there's gonna
oh, no,
be,
no, no. Okay. No, I
she's gonna
understand
get
what you're
sick
saying,
again.
dude. I totally understand what you're saying. But I want you to understand something. When I say I'm happy, it doesn't mean that I'm happy and I'm poor.
Yeah.
It means I'm happy and I'm doing good too. Like, I'm in the best position of my life financially, and things are going good, even though my detractors say the opposite, which I'm sure they're all
Well,
analyzing our
yeah.
talk
See,
right now.
because they like put you on fucking live stream fails the other day because you had a $20 session with Call of Duty. It's like, this sucks, right? It sucks to make $20 after you play a game you hate for 3 hours. It's like, well, I just wasted my time doing this.
Yeah, but they're retired because I made $20 playing Call of Duty. Actually, after I made $50 on a podcast, and then I made $20 after I quit Call of Duty, and then I made ad revenue on that, and then I made Kick revenue because I'm part of the Kick Partner Program. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what they're saying is bullshit. I didn't make $20 on a stream. I haven't made $20
Well,
on a stream in like 10 years.
but
That's
they
nonsense.
got a little snippet of where you complained about it, and they just used it and utilized it.
Exactly. That's absolutely right. And that's what they always do. So I'm happy and I'm doing good. I want you to understand that. Like, I'm doing well financially. I'm not rich, but I'm also certainly not poor. I'm at a good place and things are getting better. They've been getting better for like 3, 4 years in a row. And funny because people look at views, right? And I know you too, right? You look at your channel, you look at views, and you say, "Oh God, the views,
I
the
just
views." It's not about the views. It's
I
not.
just want the views to trend upward. Like, I want to feel like I'm gaining somewhere.
I hear you because when everyone on YouTube looks at things like sub count and they look at view count and they look at that, honestly, someone actually sent me something a couple years ago and it kind of changed my whole mindset. They sent me something that was like how to make a great living if you have a business that has 1,000 happy customers. And I read it, I was like, this makes so much sense. It changed my mindset. If you just have 1,000 people on this planet who like you and want to keep supporting you, that's way more important than having a ginormous, insane, viral amount of people who join you for a few minutes a day and then leave or won't even ever support you. They're just there to see because you're popular, right? And then they don't care and they leave. And a few years ago, someone sent me an article. Dark Side Phil is the most well supported guy on Twitch. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And then I read the article and it was like, you know, in scale of how many views and subs Phil has, he has people who support him more than the average person. And they showed like statistics, and I'm reading it. I'm like, it was wrong, but still, it was kind of right. Like, yes, my people who watch me all the time and like my content, support me more than the average viewer who will just join someone and be like, I'm just here to watch and I'm out of here. And that's really what we have to find. Guys like us who've been around for so long, we're never going to blow up. Dude, I'm telling you right now. I told you in the interview in October, I'm telling you again, we're not going to blow up for a good reason. There's no way we can blow up for a good reason. Too many people think we're jerks, think we're assholes, think we're the scum of the earth. We have to find a way to appeal to a small crowd who actually like us for who we are and see through the bullshit and just make content we love. And that is how we're going to find success. And I think you can do it because I'm finding that now. I'm changing my methodology. I'm playing more indie games. I'm doing variety of content. I know you can do it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to say this publicly because everyone's listening to this. I know you can do it. It's just tough because you're going to have so much against you. You're going to have so many people saying you can't do it because, oh, look at all these failures that Jordy has had in the past. No, you can do it, dude. I know you can. I have confidence in you that you can do it. Like, I have just found the way to do it, but it's not going to be playing a game you know you hate, having these assholes join your party and dumping the N-word, and that's not your fault. But
Oh,
man,
they will use it against me hard. Even though there's entire videos on YouTube where it just spouts off that YouTube has movies hosted on their website that they'll ban you for. I don't know.
right. That's right. And they're doing it on purpose. That was
Yeah,
100% when I saw you were
weaponized.
playing that game. I was like, he needs to make some bucks tonight. And I get why he's doing it. And the second I heard these
Well,
guys talking, I was
well,
like, oh no.
I don't like to mislead people at all. Like I have a lot of the local money still. I have a lot of it. And I have a lot of it invested, but like I invested everything into things like CDs and like Roth IRAs and things like that. And I can't touch it, right? I have my 6 month emergency fund and I have what's in my checking account. And I try to balance my life around making a certain amount of money every month to make sure I can put money away for my retirement, emergency funds, and pay my bills, right? And still live like comfortably. So that's my goal. Like I tell people like, don't give me your last dollar. I'll figure me out. Right.
Right.
But but like you're saying we can't blow up. And my goal is not to blow up. My goal is just to be sustainable. Right. Like I'm not looking to be Burnt Peanut with 75,000 users making, $600,000 a month. Right. Would it be nice? Yeah. Anybody would want that. But at the same time, there's a lot of responsibility when you got the fucking golden scepter that a lot of people don't understand either, right? Because like Burt Peanut, any kind of he says something wrong, it's going to be the end of his career. Like Doctor Disrespect is a bad example of that, but it's an example of that, right? Because he used to be the guy with the golden scepter.
Right. So here's the thing. I feel like you can succeed. I do. But it's not going to be sitting there all day playing Red Sec. And I know you love Red Sec. I know it's your favorite game right now because you hate Call of Duty. And to be honest, I agree with you.
Yeah, Call of Duty sucks
Battlefield 6
ass.
this year, dude, Battlefield 6 this year is much better than Call of Duty. I couldn't play Battlefield 6 because it's a team game. And I don't play team games, right? I don't. I play solo games. So I tried so hard to make Black Ops 7 be a good game. I bought equipment to fucking make the game work on my streams, and no one will watch it. No one will watch this game. Even though I played a stream, I suck at Call of Duty, and I had a positive kill death ratio every match of like 2.0, and no one would watch it. Everyone agrees Call of Duty sucks this year, and you're good at Battlefield. But I'm gonna tell you, my best advice to you right now: stop playing RedSec on stream. You heard what I just said. Stop playing RedSec on stream. Keep
I don't
playing RedSec in your personal life
I
because
don't
you love it.
I don't I personally I don't like it. I tolerate it. Like I don't like first
You don't
person.
like
I don't like first person shooters at all. I don't like video games for the most part. There's certain video games I like. Right now I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 in my personal time because I kind of like Baldur's Gate 3, but it's what it is. I play Diablo 2 in my free time. I hate first person shooters. I've been playing for 30 years at a high level. I fucking detest them. Like they're the same shit over and over again. And once you get good at them, you just realize people are fucking you with the cheapest shit in the game, and it just irritates you. Like,
all right. So you do like certain kinds of video games.
yeah,
The
you know when you play Street Fighter,
isometric RPGs.
you know when you play Street Fighter, and you know like when somebody's cheesing the fuck out of you, or they're zoning you, or they're like getting a free throw out you, and like they're just using the cheesy character to beat you, and how it sucks ass,
Yeah.
and you know it because you have so much experience that you know this
Of course.
person's beating you because they're being cheesy. That's same
Of
thing
course.
happens in first person shooters when you get good at them. You realize that you lost this because somebody's using the meta gun or they got you at a right angle or some shit like that. And it just irritates you. It doesn't even when you do well. Like the other day I was playing Red Sect and I squad wiped a 4-man by myself with a scar. Didn't even flinch. No adrenaline enough, no dopamine hit, nothing. I don't even give a shit. I'm like, all right, fuck. At least that's over. Like that's the feel of it.
Yeah, you'll lose all satisfaction because
There is
you
no
realize
satisfaction.
exactly the modern version is such a pale comparison to what used to be good that you don't even feel any kind of excitement or enjoyment when you win because it didn't mean anything. It's not like it used to be back in the day when it had skill involved, right? So let me ask you this. You don't like modern first person shooters. You said you like Baldur's Gate, you like Diablo 2. But it sounds to me like you're totally turned off from video games these days. Is that a correct
1000%.
statement, or do you think there's anything
1000%.
you would actually like to do?
Like Resident Evil 9's coming out. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about playing it. I'll buy it. I don't give a flying fuck about playing it. I could care less if that
Jeez.
game does well or not. But it's going to be something different. It's something that will attract people that might not click on the stream, and I'll play it strictly for donations.
Right.
Like that's just
So
the life I live. Like I don't give a fuck about Resident Evil 9. I don't care about Grand Theft Auto 6. If they could come out tomorrow and I'll be like, all right, whatever.
so what do you want to do then? Honest question. I mean, I asked you this the other day and you didn't answer me.
I gave you the answer earlier today. I don't know. I'm just burned out. But the fact is, I'm not allowed to be burned out. So like, I just got to keep going.
Man, you are. I'm not exaggerating. And again, everyone's listening to this. I know they are. This is not a private conversation. You're in the same situation I was in, like maybe, let me think. Shit, 7, 8 years ago. Because I got to the point where I was making videos on games every single day. And I was pumping them out at such a rapid pace, like covering. I could beat a game in like 2 days, right? And everyone knew me as Mr. YouTube, the guy who could beat a game in 2 fucking days. So everyone would flock to DSP videos because he can beat the game so quick, and then we can, get a fast opinion on it. It killed me. Like, I just didn't care anymore about what I was doing. And then when I became a live streamer, it got different for me because when I became a live streamer, there was no rush anymore. It was more about, hey, I'm with the audience. I'm talking with the audience. I'm chatting. And while I'm playing a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild, which it stands out to me because that was one of the first games I ever live streamed, right? People started chatting with me about other stuff, and a lot of it was bullshit and had nothing to do with the game. But then people started talking with me about my experience with games and my experience with Zelda. And I was like, oh, I don't have to just talk anymore. I don't have to be stupid with, like, say, sexual comments or dumb swears all the time. I can just like talk with people about games. And since then, it was like an epiphany for me. Hanging out with people on the stream while I play games has made it so much fresher and so much better for me that now, even though I'll admit sometimes I feel like I'm burnt out if I'm playing a game too long that I don't like so much, just that social experience makes it better. All right. But at the same time that I say that, I understand that just playing games 24/7 is not enough. I need to be with people. I need to be around people. I need to be becomes so draining, especially if you
Yeah.
don't like video games or you don't
And
like the
now,
games that are coming
now
out.
add 250 pounds to your body weight where walking hurts, and all you have is to sit down and look at a screen all day. That's my life.
Yeah, I know. And dude, and you're stuck, and I get it because you say things like, "Oh, I did want to ask you one
I
question."
mean, like people say, "Oh, go
You
get a job." I want to go get a job. I do. Like I'd love to be able to get up and be able to stand 8 hours a day and just go work and make money and not have to do this. I'd
you
love to.
can't,
I can't. I'm stuck.
dude. You
This is what I
can't.
do.
There's no way you could do that. I understand
And that's
that.
the
I
reason I'm trying
totally
to lose weight
understand that.
right now. It's like I want the weight to come off so I can go get a fucking job.
For me, right now, everyone says go get a job. I'm like, well, you're a because if I get a job, I'm going to make way less than I'm making right now. You're an idiot. But I could walk out of my door right now and go apply for a ton of jobs and I get them because I'm 175 pounds. You can't do that. And I get that. All right. I totally get that. And that's, that's something that's a huge
Well,
added weight.
there's
And
also the other weight of like, and you have this too. No matter what job you get, if somebody notices you, you've lost that job the day that somebody notices you.
that's right. And these people will never let us get a normal job if they can find out where we work. They're going to try to mess with us because that's another win for them. That's another video for them. That's another, another and adrenaline or endorphin, another endorphin rush for them that they hurt someone on the internet that everyone hates, right? Yeah, I hear you, dude. I totally hear that. Um, all right. So here's the thing. You cannot get an in-person job. And I've heard you say stuff like, "Oh, I'll get a IRL job." And you say you do gig work. I bet you help your wife doing gig work. You don't do gig work yourself. You help your wife doing gig work. I get that,
No,
right?
I'm
Is
not,
that the
no,
truth?
that's not true. Like, I do gig work, and sometimes we do it together. But like, I do it myself. Like, I'm physically capable of driving a car and like getting in and out of a car, like because you're sitting down most of the job. Like, you literally
Well,
like
that okay.
you go to Walmart and they put the groceries in the back seat, and you just drive and put the groceries on the porch.
That's good to hear. I'm actually happy to hear that. That you can at least do something
And I do that.
because
I do that more as just to be active because I hate this.
I doubt, dude, to be honest, I doubt that you could do it enough to make a
Oh,
ton of money, right?
it makes money, like, but it's not something you'd live off of. I'd hate to live off of it. But like
I've I've
the way
I researched it a little bit
the way I
about
do
the whole gig
gig
work and
work
tips and stuff.
is like I'd usually try to keep $5,000 floating. And if I need to
Hmm.
borrow money, like for example, like land taxes came up just recently, right? I had car insurance and land taxes come up. That was like $3,600, right? I pulled it from my DoorDash fund, and now I'm going to pay myself back. So I start paying myself $300 a month back to that, and I also start dashing or whatever again till I get that $5,000 back. So instead of like borrowing it from a credit card or anything other place, that's the way I do it.
Right. That's smart. I'm actually happy to hear that you can do this stuff because you have to understand you say that on stream and you never elaborate, and your haters are crazy about, oh, he made it up or, oh, that's just Kelly doing it or whatever. So that's good to get that out there. I'm glad to hear that you're actually getting out and doing other stuff than just streaming and that you're capable of doing it.
And
But
you also got to
that's
understand,
not
like
sustainable.
my wife also has a master's degree. She has her own job as well.
Right. You have an additional income. Thank goodness.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And thankfully, again, what all our detractors say, right, is always the worst possible nonsense. They have no idea what our real lives are like. Seriously, they have no fucking clue what our real lives are like because if it was as bad as they said, we wouldn't be here, right? Like we wouldn't be on this fucking planet. We wouldn't be able to keep sustaining if it was as bad as they think. They're just nuts. We have significant others who love us, who help us, who support us, who take care of us. These people are the worst dregs of society who would never even understand what love means. Seriously, that's why they're able to hate someone on the internet as much as they do. Because if they had love in their lives, they would not get it. They would not even understand that. So I'm happy to hear that she's there for you, and it's not just you
yeah.
doing
Well,
everything. That's awesome.
and since we're doing like that, like I don't feel like another thing with the weight loss is like I don't feel like I treat Kelly good enough as a husband because I don't have no libido, right? Like so like our our romantic life could be so much more, but my body just doesn't make the chemicals needed for me to like push for that kind of stuff. So like it ends up I don't know, I shouldn't be talking about this.
You shouldn't be talking about it publicly. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
I
We
don't
can have a private conversation about it.
I just wish that I could be more than I am. Right? Like I wish I
I'm
had a
not.
more manly thing.
No, and dude, I get it because every moment that I live, and the reason a lot of people make fun of me is they say, Phil, you're talking about working out. You're talking about getting healthy. What a joke. We don't believe you. And then they look at me on camera as like, oh God, he's skinny. Yeah, of course I'm skinny. I'm not lying to you fucking idiots. I'm doing it for a reason because I want to live longer for my wife. You know, I'm older than her. Not so much older. I think it's about 8 year
How old are you?
difference. I'm 43. I'm about to be 44 in April.
Because like
And Kat is.
I'm about to turn
No, go ahead.
40. I'm about to turn 40, and I'm starting to like look at movie actors that didn't live much fat. Like Dawson from Dawson's Creek died at 48 just recently,
Right.
and he wasn't a 400-pound land monster. And I'm like, dog, is do I have 8 years left? Is that what it is? You know, it's like you start thinking about that shit.
Yeah. And you get to the point where I was feeling bad. I really was. I had pain in my joints. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm over 40. I got to start working out. And I did it not for me. I don't care about how I look. What do I give a shit? I want to be here longer for my wife. I do. I want to be happy, healthy, taking care of her and doing things that, I realized, why am I being so lazy when I can do this minor thing and be better for her? And I started doing it and it became, a routine. And now I'm so happy because now we're both getting better together and everyone makes fun of her for her weight. She's not fat anymore, but she does not want to come on camera because she doesn't want to give anyone any kind of
Well, they won't
entertainment
give her credit
factor.
anyway. Like Kelly gained some weight recently, but like Kelly lost a lot of weight, and like they still called her fat when she was like 140 pounds. I'm like, Kelly's an average weight woman now. Like she's the exact weight she's supposed to be, and you're still calling her
Yep,
fat. It's like, okay,
right. And they always will. They don't care.
right.
They're only there to hate on and destroy and tear down. They're not there to acknowledge anything. They won't acknowledge that I look better. They're just, oh, he's on Ozempic. No, I'm not. I've never had a drug like that in my body. I'm working out. But, to them, anything is a clip. Anything is a piece of content, right? To make money. Um, so anyway, honest question for you while I got you here, because this is what, honestly, when I had you,
I'm hard to talk to. I
dude,
I
you are very hard to talk to.
I
Holy
cut the
shit.
world. I'm very anti people.
You understand why I jumped on the chance when you said, oh, I'll call Phil. I'm like, oh my God, my wife is asleep next to me in the bed. Okay, seriously. But she sleeps with noise canceling stuff on because our neighbors are so fucking loud. Okay, that's another story for another day. Okay. But I can like just do random stuff at night, not loud, but calm stuff. And he said, oh my God. He said, we can have a conversation. I'm going to have this conversation right now. Let me jump because I tried so hard to get you on my show. It's not about getting you on the show. It's about having a conversation with you. Okay. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I care about you. I'm going to be honest with you, Jordy. I care about you. I do. I see what you're going through. It's very similar to things that I've been through or am going through. And I know how painful it is. I know how stressful it is. And to me, to see you go through this same shit is like, man, I wish I could help him because I've been through that. And here we go. I've been through people trying to join my lobbies and be fucked up to me and say stuff on mic. And I've been through these things. All right. So anyway, I got you on a conversation here. All right. Honest question. what do you want to do? What would be online? Because you cannot do an offline job. You can't. And we know this, right? You could do gig work, but that's not a full
Yeah,
time
no,
job.
it's just side money. Um,
You're
like realistically, where I want to go in the future with this is like I was kind of hoping to transfer this over to like being segment wise. Like the root cause is like I want to do like a podcast on like Friday, and then like Thursday do like a Dark Souls stream with Kelly, and like segment it so like it's different things, but it's more planned out. But like I don't know, like depression and uncertainty messes with a lot of it.
do you think you could ever do something consistent?
Yeah,
Because
100%. I did Locale
uh,
Live for 2 years.
no, you did, right? You did, but but first of all, Lol Call Live. Hold on a second. Lol Call Live is so. You know why I didn't do it, right? You understand why I could not do that stuff, right? Like
Yeah,
that's not
I understand why you
positive
did.
content.
It's not positive content, but at the same time, like you know why I did it because like the money was there, and it's like I needed to play catch up because I went broke in 2015.
Yeah, you were playing accelerated catch up exactly, and you bit your teeth and you bit your tongue and you ran forward and you did what you needed to do for your family for like 2 years, and you made all that money and you banked it. And again, I'm going to say this again. I respect you for that. I can't
But
do that
I
shit.
would
I
say
can't.
this, but I still consider Boogie and Key my friend. Like if they asked me to be a part of something, I probably will. I mean, like I didn't like where Locale was heading. Right, I didn't like that it was like a 24-hour telethon where it's like it felt like we were running a church more than a podcast. Right, like give the Jesus. Like everything was like how much mustard can we dump on our head to make money?
Right. And that's not content. In my opinion, that's not content. That's the clown acting, smashing a pie in his own face. And yes, a clown is a full-time job. It really is.
Yeah.
There's clowns out there who make
Well,
full-time money,
Boogie is a full
but
time clown right now, and I want to say he's my friend. And like I've called him a couple times, and told him he had to slow down on certain jokes because it's gonna hurt him in the long run. But like it bothers me to my core that Boogie is like ripping his house up for like Locale Live right now. It's like have you seen the state of Boogie's like streaming room right now? It's like,
oh
dude,
no, I don't follow that stuff, man. I swear to you, and you might not believe me, I have never watched Lolcow live once. I've only seen clips of it on social media. Once I watched Kino Casino reacting to it. I have never watched the show. I have zero desire to ever watch that kind of content, nor do I want to be a part of it. You know, for me, the content that I put on the internet, I want it to feel like it's something that someone can watch today, 10 days from today, 10 weeks from today, 10 years from today, and be like, it's positive content, it's fun, it's gaming or whatever, it's a podcast. It's something that can be fun no matter what. I don't want to put something on the internet that feels like it's harmful or it's dated or you know what I'm saying?
well,
Like I feel like that
I feel
content is
like I know what you're
short-term
saying, but
gain.
I feel like we're to me it feels like you're conditioned to do it this way because this is the way that the trolls won't fuck with you. Because like
Oh, I don't give a fuck about my trolls.
because I was conditioned to do things forever just to try to avoid getting ire, getting ire.
Oh, I don't give a two shits about what my trolls say about me anymore. I don't, dude. I want to make a legacy that in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now, someone stumbles upon Dark Side Phil because I know no one's going to care about me eventually. It's going to happen, right? But
Do
someone
you
will
honestly
find the
believe that
channel and
though?
be like,
Like I'm not going to sit here and be delusional. Like anybody's going to show up to like one of my Red Sex streams 20 years from now. There, if that my shit might get one view a year, right? It's like to me it's like bubblegum content. Like you consume it right then and there, and once it goes out into the trash can, it's never to be seen again. Like
that's because you're playing Red Sec.
I mean, like what?
Seriously.
Right, but like what's the difference between that and like Breath of the Wild?
Because, all right, I'll give you an example. All right. The other day, I'm streaming and someone joins my stream, and do you believe them or not? I don't know. Someone says, "Wow, I just found your Heavy Rain playthrough."
Mm-hmm.
Heavy Rain, that game came out in 2010. Yeah, I found your Heavy Rain playthrough and I loved it. And I just decided to check out your live content. And to be honest, your content is nothing like it used to be. But that's cool to know that someone who did a playthrough of Heavy Rain when it came out in 2010 is still live streaming in 2026, And if you truly make something that is representative of an honest reaction at the time that something is happening, then that content can be immortal.
That's super niche though. It's like let's take Burnt Peanut back into this conversation, right? How many people in the world right now do you think is watching Burnt Peanut's Arc Raider live stream from last week? I don't. It might be a couple thousand because he's so big, but like by the time that you get a year out, that stream is going to get the same views as like the Heavy Rain. You might convert one person over to a Phil, winner at that point, right? That happens, right? You find somebody that's into a really niche market, and they find you, and they just adapt to your personality. By the way, I'm sorry, Sweetie Man, thank you for the 15 gifted subs. Thank you so much. But that's a Bigfoot. That's what I call a Bigfoot. That's the exception, not the rule. Right. The rule is 99.9995% of the people that interact with this content are going to do it when it comes, the day it comes out and the time, and that's when they're going to consume it. And very, very, very few people are ever going to consume it after the fact.
That's correct. And you're always going to get the insane exponential, attention as soon as something comes out. You're right. But at the same time, what you're talking about Burnt Peanut and you're talking about online games. That's very different from a game that is.
But Heavy Rain's
how can I say?
Heavy Rain's is a game, right? But it's not that much different. That's a Let's Play-ish game, right? Because you weren't live streaming in 2010. You were actually doing Let's Plays in 2010.
Yep, that's right.
Because live streaming didn't really pop off until 2013, 2014.
And I was behind the curve.
Yeah.
I was late to the game on live streaming. I was doing the on-demand videos for a very long time, and I was one of the prominent guys, particularly doing the narrative-based stuff, like the Heavy Rains, the Walking Dead, when it came out from Telltale Games. Those games got me giant attention because I was reacting to narrative stories. And that's what I mean. There's a difference today between someone who's reacting to or not reacting, but playing an online-oriented multiplayer experience. You're right. Today, if you play the first stream of a game, day one, you're going to get attention. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, you need to have an audience who's plugged in. If you don't, they don't really care. No one's going to jump in. You know what I mean? Unless they hear that, he's doing something innovative with a multiplayer game, they're not going to jump in. But when you do a playthrough of something on launch day, that is, a one-time experience. That day one, when I played Elden Ring, I stuck in the entry-level area, and I fought that stupid Golden Knight guy. I forgot his name. Until I beat him. And everyone to this day still quotes it. Oh my God, Phil, you were an idiot, but it's the most entertaining thing because
it's unique. It's what people remember it as. But I want to bring this up though, and I think you're disregarding this is trends happen, especially in the online space. And I'm gonna reference this. There's a girl that I know you watch. She makes video content of old games like
I'm
Juggernaut.
Sorry, baby.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I got feel in trouble.
But yeah, I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
But
this is why I don't do this stuff at night, and I didn't know I was being this loud, so I gotta go.
Okay.
It was a fun conversation, though, and this is why I would like to have you on my podcast.
Meet my bestie.
Well, can I finish this point before you leave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I know you watch a content critic called Early Bird, right? You reference that like Early Bird. She's like she makes like old video games. It's like she does like little video essays on them. Well, like that's what's popular on YouTube right now, the video essay. And what's going to be popular 2 years from now might not be the video essay, but right now that's the new hotness. And that's what replaced Let's Plays. And Let's Plays still happen, but they're less popular than they were back in whatever year Let's Plays were popular. But like, that's what I'm saying is like, the content you make now has to be ever forming and ever changing. And that's one of the parts I'm struggling with, is because I know I can't make fucking video essays. I sound like fucking George Bush. I got a Southern accent and I'm just witty.
I think you can make video essays. It's just the problem is making that kind of content on YouTube today is so risky because you're at the mercy of the algorithm, where at any moment they could demonetize your video. I had a channel where I made video essays before
KO
they were
Gaming?
even called video essays. You know, it was called KO Gaming. And I had a 1 million view video. And within 5 months of me working hard on that channel, it got demonetized for no reason. You know, it's just not worth it. The money today is with live streaming, not with the video essays, unless you find success with the algorithm, which is very rare. And even then, when you find that success, it's fleeting. It's not long term. You know what I mean?
I
Like it
100%
could.
agree. I 100% agree with you, because I can think of a guy right now named Clown that he did a lot of Elden Ring video essays, and I loved him to death. And he's quit YouTube at this point because they take so much time and energy to make. And at the end of the day, it's like you got to hit a home run every time you make one. If you have one that underachieves, you put 40 hours of your life into something that didn't make you no money.
Exactly. And imagine that's your business. And then all of a sudden, you know, it one day it's good, 1 month it's good, 6 months it's good, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from you for no reason. You didn't even do anything wrong. It's just gone. And that's why I stopped doing that on demand shit. Like I used to only do on demand videos. And when I saw stuff getting demonetized, I was like, nah, I'd much rather have a live audience contribute to what I'm doing, and that way they can't just steal that from me. So anyway, good conversation, but yeah, I gotta go, man. It was a good one though. I wish I could get you on my show. I wish that we could work together in the future, but you're so hard to reach, dude. I don't even know what else to say.
I'm very anti-person.